say hello Friday and welcome to you, our esteemed viewers. It is the 285th episode of Erongo Talk, your favorite online and very reliable news show. Yes, we are coming to you all the way from Pelican Bay Hotel in Walvis Bay. Today, we celebrate Boot Out Cancer Day and chat to visual artists Elton, Mugomo and Wellington, Mushonga. They talk about their artworks and the significance of arts and crafts in our everyday lives. Also, stay tuned for the news, some entertainment vibes, your daily weather update and the tides. Yes, we have a jam-packed show lined up for you. So, sit back, relax and enjoy today's edition of Erongo Talk. In today's news, brought to you by Ramos Realtors. The Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, Dr. Albert Kavana, is on his first official visit to the Erongo region. The visit spans over 2 days with stops in Walvis Bay and Swakopmund. Kavana will be accompanied by Lieutenant General Sebastian Ndaitunga, the Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force. The duo will conduct a briefing at the Old Naval Base from 9:30 today, with both dignitaries addressing those in attendance. This will be followed by a visit to the C-14 Road Traffic Checkpoint and to the Regional Joint Operations Command Center. Kavana and Ndaitunga will then join operations into Taleni, Kusapmund and Narva to assess public compliance to COVID-19 regulations. They will participate in the same exercise in Montesa and the DR settlement on Saturday. Both operations will commence at 18:30. Hotel Zumkaiser in Swakopmund Central Business District now accommodates a vaccination point in the conferencing facility of the Class C establishment. The manager of the hotel, Annette Kotting, hopes this move will encourage the public to get vaccinated against COVID-19. I was vaccinated recently and fortunately the lines were not long. I know that people are turning away from the lines because the waiting time may be too long, she said. Kotting took it upon herself to personally visit businesses in the surrounding CBD to inform them of the option to be vaccinated at Hotel Zumkaiser. Now you can catch more stories and stay ahead of developments in the region by visiting our website www.erongo.com.na. In today's news, brought to you Realtors. The Minister of Home Affairs.
I'm joined here by Wellington and Elton, who are artists, visual artists here in Swakopmund. Starting off with Wellington, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I see you're busy with something very, very interesting right there as well.
Yes, I'm busy with the gecko. I love to do crafts, handwork crafts.
Awesome stuff. And Elton, how are you doing this today?
Very well, and you?
I'm doing very well. Just excited to see the artworks that you guys are displaying here. So Wellington, tell me, what kind of art do you do?
These I call it wire and beaded sculptures.
Yeah. And are they in demand? How are they selling?
Mostly depend with the customers. Like mostly here, we've got locals that are known us since we are here a little bit long time. So they usually come, order something for a birthday present. So we call it customized ideas.
Right. How did you come into art? How did you get involved with this kind of artwork?
What happened is when I was young, still schooling in the primary level, I used to love to do the car wires. So from there, when I grew up a little bit, I started associating with the guys who were doing art and crafts. So I started developing my art from wires, from car wires, doing different animals, helping them here and there, creating a lot of different ideas.
Right. Elton,
Yes.
what kind of art do you do and how did you get involved?
I started painting when I was very small. Actually, I loved drawing a lot on mathematic books and all that. So it became a passion and a love for drawing because my uncles, I come kind of like in a background where my uncles and cousins painted a lot. So I was inspired by them to paint and to love art a lot.
In your opinion, is art really something that is appreciated here in Southern Africa?
In Southern Africa, it's appreciated, but I think the challenges are most of the people, they are not educated into art. You find most of the schools, they don't have art as a subject, which becomes a battle for people to know if it's a right thing to do or it's something that they can pursue in life. So it's a kind of a challenge whereby if kids are not exposed to it when they're young, when they grow, they don't know all about those things.
Right. And in terms of value, are people reluctant to put money on the table to say, I want to buy a piece of art, or do they readily pay for art?
In terms of that, at the moment, it's kind of like a battle with the locals because people are facing difficulties with job cuts and the salary cuts and all that. And with the people from overseas, it's a kind of a different issue. Yeah, only that the season is a bit different at the moment. The tourists who are coming, they are kind of driving around, exploring, but in terms of buying, it's not yet that effective.
Okay, so for locals, it's more seen as a luxury item.
For locals at the moment, with what is going on economically, you get one or two who really come and support because they are also worried about how are you living since you are sitting here and painting all the time. And those are the people who come and make a difference. But for most of the locals at the moment, it's kind of like a bagel. You have to choose either it's food or an artwork, so it becomes kind of like a luxury.
So Wellington, tell me in terms of Elton spoke about art not being in school. What is your message out there to perhaps the people who are making policies up there in terms of bringing the grassroots out there so that they can also be well acquainted with art from an early age?
I think at schools they need to improvise also lessons of doing arts, because sometimes in schools there are some kids that are not good in mathematics, but they are so good in creating something. So I think art need to be introduced to the schools, and then from there those kids that are gifted in doing art, they need to be motivated up.
Do you perhaps think that there's a stereotype connected to art, like people look down on it and frown upon it and say it's not really something for the intellectual or something that you can do for a living?
Yeah, mostly because art, mostly a lot of people sometimes they look it down, and then mostly some people who are passionate for art, they appreciate it and they love art to be on themselves.
Okay. Now, what is your message as well, like to policymakers, especially for people who are vaccinating? Because it seems like vaccination is the way to go when it comes to opening up the borders. Because if more people are vaccinated, perhaps the borders will open for tourists to come, and that will also generate more income for people who are doing arts and crafts.
Yes, on that account, I think it's the best for each and everyone really to take the vaccine, because mostly the vaccine, it makes us safe from this pandemic. And also on the tourism industry, at least we can see people here and there, one here and there. So it's a little bit tough, but I believe if all of us we take it, and then when people are moving up and around, there will be a better life.
And perhaps the borders can open and more tourists can come in.
That would be really great, yeah.
Okay. What is your message to the nation out there, to the youth, everyone that loves art in general?
In general, let me say to the young people there that are also longing to be artistic, to do arts. So you need to be patient. So you need to have passionate for art. That's the best.
Passion and love the art. And from your side, what is your message to our viewers out there?
Mostly, I would say to the younger generation, if you love art, don't stop at nothing. Don't let people pull you down that you cannot do it. Have confidence and know you can. And art is fun. Art is educational. Architects comes from art. Cars which are made now, they come from art. Everything comes from art. So it's not about only painting, but there's so much that you can do with art. So let not people hold you down about it. If you are passionate and you love it, go for it.
Yes, those were the two passionate brothers from another mother, Elton and Wellington, telling us all about art.
Good morning. My name is Alpheus Achi Benjamin. I'm the CEO of Sokomo Municipality. I have a particular message for our Olympians who are participating in the Olympics this year, that they should go out there, they try their best and really succeed. And even if they don't succeed, the most important part is that they participated, they learned some lessons, because the purpose of the Olympics was created to give hope to people. I mean, even during wars we had Olympics. So we from Sokomo Municipality decided we are also going to assist some of our athletes who are going by way of sponsorship. We sponsored 2 young people who could not make it to the Olympics, but they went as far as the Olympic training event in France with transport and accommodation. We also sponsored Jonas, our boxer. We believe that potentially he's a gold medal candidate. So we sponsored him with boxing training equipment, just as a way of motivation. But we also know that the success of these Olympic athletes, they create hope, especially during the times that they are living in, where of COVID-19, where there is a lot of almost hopelessness because of what's happening. So their success also encourages. We have the Misilingis and the 2 girls from Mugomo, yes, and Boma, who can also just inspire us. There are a lot of young people in Namibia who just need inspiration. Now we believe our Olympic athletes will just do that. That's why we contribute, we try to encourage them through such sponsorship.
Kicking off our entertainment news, Miss Supranational Namibia 2020, Shanique Rabe, says she is ready to represent Namibia at the pageant, which is set to take place in Nowy Sad, Poland on the 21st of August. The beauty queen, who was seen at the Hosea Kotaku International Airport, recently announced on her Instagram page before her departure that she was on her way to the international pageant. Rabe expressed her gratitude to everyone who supported her on her journey. Namibia's Jana Heinz, who handed over the Miss Supranational Namibia 2020 crown to Rabe, made Namibia proud by being crowned the first runner-up at Miss Supranational 2019. Rabe, however, aims to go one step further and hopes to win the coveted crown. With 56 delegates participating, Miss Supranational 2021 will be the 12th installment of the annual event. In our second story, Caribbean-based Kwiku singer Paulina Brenda Nangolo is set to represent Namibia on the African Megastar reality television show in Ghana if she receives enough votes. The songstress expressed the excitement at being one of the potential participants of the show, which is set to start in Accra, Ghana on a soon-to-be-announced date. The African Megastar Show is a fresh and innovative show aimed at discovering and projecting African talent. The show is open to individuals of African descent, skilled in arts, fashion, music, movies, writing, poetry, design, and more. 30 contestants will be chosen to take part in the show after the voting process has been completed. The winner of African Megastar reality TV show is set to go home with several remarkable prizes, including massive media publicity, endorsement deals, a car, and other prizes worth $10,000. Once a date has been announced for the show to commence, it will be broadcast on DSTV, GoTV, Sky, and HI Impact TV. The public can vote for their favorite candidate by visiting www.africanmegastar.com. Finally, the Fine Art Gallery currently hosts an exhibition focusing on the helmeted guinea fowl. Artworks of the bird, which is commonly known as the tarantal in Namibia, is being displayed at the gallery by various artists, including Armand Zander, Konrad Zander, and Chris Sneyman, featuring oil on canvas, watercolor, and pastel artworks. According to the owner of Fine Art Gallery, Martina von Wenzel, the bird is one to marvel at. Von Wenzel said that a guinea fowl seems to have a personality of their own, which can be artistically interpreted. They rarely bother flowers or garden plants. They would much rather eat the insects they find there. They also discourage rodents with their calls and kill and eat mice and rats. They are very good runners and prefer to run from predators rather than fly. Their flight is quick but short-lived. Now these gorgeous African guinea fowl have certainly made their mark. With their loud crackling, alarm cry, and their adorable body art, it is difficult not to love these impressive watchdogs. So if you would like to stay abreast of what's happening in the arts industry, visit our website www.erongo.com.na.
Hi there, I'm Rian Smith, and this is...
And Jangle.
And we're here to explain to you ways that you can get the most out of your performance and get the best show going. On today's episode, we're talking about warm-ups. Why is it important to warm up?
Because your vocal cords need to be at their absolute best when you're singing on stage.
And how do you warm up?
No.
I personally do the one that goes. That's mine. Very important to warm up before a show because it gets things flowing before you got going. So remember to warm up before you jam.
Stay with us for the expected temperatures for all the major towns in the Erongo region, as well as the tides. And with that, we've come to the end of today's show. Join our online family of over 80,000 followers. Go like our Erongo Facebook page and visit our website www.erongo.com.na for information and news about our region. Send us your news tips, video clips, or if you would like to advertise and reach over 1 million potential customers, contact us via WhatsApp on 0811700040. I repeat that number for you. It's 0811700040. And then finally, remember, it's really in our hands to make a difference in the fight against COVID. So sanitize those hands, wear your mask, keep your social distance, and if possible, go vaccinated and stay safe. Wishing you a splendid weekend. Until next time, cheerio.
someone that you never lose. How could I lose you? If I keep your heart in the safe, ain't nobody touch it. Yeah, I'ma love you right, you'll be alright. Yeah, I'ma love you right.
You may come alive at night. We think over time. We just be stuck up in our feelings. We don't know how to run from it. I won't let you run from it. Yeah.
I'm just hoping you choose to, hoping you choose someone that you never lose. How could I lose you? If I keep your heart in the safe, ain't nobody touch it. Yeah, I'ma love you right, you'll be alright. Yeah.